What's up, guys? So my second ayahuasca ceremony is now in the books. It wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but it was incredibly beneficial. So let's begin. It was February 27th, 2016. I had all my stuff gathered. I left here about 1 o'clock, headed over to my friend Nira's house, who was waiting there with her boyfriend James. I just want to give a big shout out to them for existing. Man, you guys made ceremony just that much better. Love you guys. Big shout out to both of you. But Nero was helping co-facilitate, so we had to get to ceremony early, help set up and whatnot. So we left here about 1:30, ran a quick errand, headed to Tucson. The drive there was amazing. Many jokes were had. It was really fun. So we get to one of the main facilitators' house, Scott, and we gather up supplies. Basically just headed up to ceremony space, Sacred Earth. We get there and we start wrapping the dome in tarp, keep the warmth inside, it's still kind of cold. People started showing up early for ceremony, which is really awesome. Getting to talk to all of you guys who were there on February 27th. You will agree with me when I say the vibe was off the walls. Everyone's energy was so amazing. It was beautiful. People from all over the country. Some of them had seen my videos, which is really awesome. So yeah, another big shout out to all of you who came down to ceremony. It was amazing. Now this time around there was a lot more people than my first ceremony. I believe there was like 18 people in the dome. We're all shoulder to shoulder. Finally got to meet my boy Zach, who we've been conversating back and forth. He lives in Tucson. Amazing guy. Check out his clothing line, Psychedelic Delicacy. It will be in the description of this video. But yeah, so basically at that point we're just playing the waiting game. Getting to know each other and whatnot. Sun goes down, stars come out, beautiful night. There was no moon. I was waiting for the moon, but didn't see it. So going into this experience, my spirit really told me this is going to be difficult. So I began to get nervous, getting closer to the time we're going to drink. I sat outside with James and we talked, and he said, talk to the stars, man. Get it all out there. So that's what I did. Kind of took a second, walked around, looked up at the sky, just called out for Mother Ayahuasca. I know I'm broken. There's many things in life I've experienced that are really hard. And I wanted help with that. So I said, I put my faith in you, Mother. Show me the way. Help me. So we go back, sit down, still waiting. About 9:30 we drink. First timers go up. Everyone has their cups. And I was just so nervous. I kept having to go out and do that, nervous urination, come back, sit down, had to piss again, go outside, and I'm just like, okay, man, it's okay, it's going to be okay, everything I'm going to see has a reason. So, first timers drank, and it was our turn. So, I went up and received my cup. Now, sorry, this part's nasty because they say ayahuasca gets nastier the more you drink it, and God, is that true. First time, not too bad. Bearable. This time, disgusting. Took it back and, so nasty. But I took it down, went back to my spot, laid there, just waited. Now, I could totally feel the energy in the dome just picking up. I knew, the medicine was kicking in for some. And now, how do I explain this? This time around, it wasn't completely visual. It wasn't as visual as it was last time. There was bits and pieces that got really visual at points, but a lot of this was spent in darkness. I was getting bleeps and bloops of color. That's how I knew the medicine was starting to kick in, because I was just getting this bodily relaxation, and my stomach, I could feel it like bubbling like the first ayahuasca ceremony. I said, okay, it's starting to kick in. And I was getting like bleeps and bloops, like shimmers of color. Like if I were to take a crystal and shine it in the light and the rays hit, it was like that. It's these really colorful patterns. And this woman, I totally forget your name. I so apologize, but she was one of the co-facilitators. I want to say her name is Darcy. I forget. I'm so sorry. I'm horrible with names. But she began to sing Ikaros. Now, that just sent me into a trance. It was incredibly beautiful. Just the fluctuations of her voice. It was so incredible. I was getting so lost in it. And then I was still getting these flashes of light. And then a flash happened, and I saw that same cosmic serpent, that same beautiful snake. Just for a sec. That was the only time in this experience I saw Mother. This was more dialogue, this experience. And I could feel myself plugging into ayahuasca, starting to connect. And I felt the purge. And I was like, no. This is, now keep in mind, this is about an hour of drinking the medicine. So I was trying to fight it, and then someone purged. I think it was James, violently. And right when I heard it, man, it triggered it, and I said, I can't hold it, and I threw it up. And I was like, oh no, because I totally threw up ayahuasca, tasted all of it. And I was like, I wonder if my dose is still gonna work. So, I sat there and I was still getting these bleeps and bloops of color, and I was still feeling that ayahuasca intoxication, but it was slowly fading. As each 5 minutes passed, it depleted. And I was like, no, what's going on? And, I didn't let my frustration get to me. I knew I could drink more. At a certain point in the ceremony, they ring a bell. You can come and receive another dose. So I went outside, kind of sat down, looked at the stars, and they were kind of swaying a little bit. So I knew I was still feeling the effects of the medicine. So I went back, sat down, meditated, and I was sober, completely sober. So I just waited, and then I heard the dong, 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 dong. He didn't even finish ringing that bell, and I got back up and took another cup. And that time I was able to hold it. And about an hour later, I really started to connect. Now, like I said, it wasn't as visual as it was last time. It was more dialogue. So Mother starts to speak to me, and she says, welcome back. And I said, hello, Mother. And we just kind of conversate back and forth, and she starts talking about my intention. She says, there's things in you that need to be healed, things that you want to touch. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to get through this. And I was receptive. I said, okay. Now this is the part I can't go into too much detail about. All I'll say is, in my life, I have experienced a lot of things. Very bad things. Bad things have happened to me. I've done bad things to people. Very traumatic stuff. And I had to live each and every single one of those experiences. The traumatic, horrible stuff that happened to me, I had to relive each and every single one. Literally, I felt like I was in ayahuasca for years, just continuously. I had to go through all those same emotions. I had to go through fear, anger, confusion, everything, depression, all this stuff. One experience, the next experience, the next experience, the next experience. At one point, I was broken down completely. Make it stop, Mother. I don't like this. No. I refuse to make it stop, she says. But I trusted it. I said, okay. And we keep going. Pretty much pinpointed every horrible experience in my life. And we get to the end. And I'm thinking, great, we're done. No. Now, it's time to look at myself. Look at all the things I've done to other people that have caused trauma in their lives. And I had to feel their emotions. Every single thing I've done. I've been very destructive. I've stolen from people. I've done a lot in my 24 years of life. Things I'm not proud of. And I had to face it. I had to go through all their emotions. And it was hard. Now this lasted 3 hours. It was, in the best way to describe it, 3 hours of torment. Fear. It was scary, terrifying. And we get to the end, and I'm crying at that point. And mother says, well, we have all this negative energy built up. We're going to transform it into positive energy. You're going to hold this forever. But what we're going to do with most of it is we're going to pass this all around the circle. This is where I got really visual. It's as if I astral projected over the entire ceremony. And we were dropping light into everyone. I could see everyone's body like shimmering gold. Just move on, shimmering gold, shimmering gold, shimmering gold. And it's as if this weight is gone. And I have just so much of a more clear mind, a clear understanding. I had to experience, everything I've experienced in life was all for a reason. And it made me the person I am today. But ayahuasca helped me let go of all that bullshit. I don't need that. It's done. It's over with. I'm strong. I'm immortal. I can't be stopped. And after that, she sang to me. It was beautiful. A language I've never heard on this earth. All night. I fell asleep to her singing. She sang me to sleep. I woke up, completely reborn. And it was my birthday, coincidentally. So I wake up, people are outside talking about experiences. I wanted to be as positive. I wanted to be as positive as possible. Said it was incredibly beneficial. I didn't really pinpoint exactly what had happened, but incredible. Can't wait to go back. I really want to deepen my relationship with ayahuasca this year. It was wonderful. It's really wonderful. So everyone kind of leaves. We pack up, head out, have an amazing breakfast, and that was my second ayahuasca experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed. A lot more videos are coming out. Sorry, I've been lagging. I've just kind of wanted to take time to really process this experience. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Icarus 480. Peace, love, and smoke DMT.